Attention, little people, I have an announcement.
These commentaries were originally recorded from April to June of 2024. I love the show and people and the focus of the positive, but with all that said, here's what is more. The guests love the show and people too, but are allowed to speak their mind. The critiques they share and opinions they bear are only theirs, not mine.
I think you mean ours?
Well, yeah.
Opinions are kinda like jellyfish, shiny and they're flown and change shape a lot. Not all opinions shared banter reflect our true and current thought. These have been re-edited to keep the commentary in sync. I only muted what I wanted to cut so the track can show a link. So if you hear some silence, you'll understand why, folks. And me and Kev apologize for our incessant inside jokes. Lastly, not all commentaries turned out as good as others. Some days it didn't flow as well, but we always recovered.
And if you're not watching the show along with our commentary, you might be confused as to what we're talking about, which is kind of a given. But if you're like a crazy super fan who knows every detail of every episode, have at it. With all of that out of the way,
Enjoy the show!
Yay. Hey everybody, welcome back to VeggieTales Fan-Commentaries. I'm Kev.
I'm Finn.
And we're here with our favorite authentic Mexican, Mr. Blue Peter.
Yes, I exist for some reason. Hi, Mr. Blue Peter. Mr. Blue Peter. Peter, why did you pick Little Drummer Boy? Just because. It was like one of the last few good ones left. I do like Little Drummer Boy a lot. I like the countertop, quote unquote countertop, where they're replaced with Paul and Junior. VeggieTales. Petunia though.
True.
Broccoli.
I'm hearing you out.
Madam too. Madam too. No, not really.
I guess if you're into gilfs.
She's not.
But
really,
she says he's French.
She's not really grandmotherly. It's Blue
Depends
Peter
on the episode.
Blue Peter loves French people.
Nope.
How do you say this is how do you say
Oh, God.
the VeggieTales little drummer boy, the drummer boy.
Oh, God. Getting tortured over here.
Junior's house looks nice. This is Dad Asparagus' final talking line as Dan Anderson.
Oh, man.
Different guy voiced him in Robin Good.
Yeah, that was J. Chris Wall, wasn't it?
I believe so. He only had one line. How do you do, son? How
He
do you
still
do, son?
sounded kind of like Dan Anderson when he said that.
He did, yeah.
You have a nice time caroling with your friends. Grandpa will be here if you need him. I can't wait.
He has a very specific voice. I guess technically his last line was Penniless Princess, but that was scrapped.
Yeah.
I love Dad.
That's a shame. They got Dan Anderson back in the booth for nothing.
I know. I like the lamp, squishy lampshade. I always love in VeggieTales whenever something that shouldn't be so squishy is, like, you know, Snugglerella's glasses were kind of squishy. Mm-hmm. The lamp was squishy.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the squishy. I like the TV. Very modern.
What's that noise? Maybe they got it. Bad kitty.
Percy, I think, had the French pea mouth.
Whoa, like the Bad Kitty books? Like,
yeah, by Nick Brule.
Like, yeah.
I love them. I am a huge fan. I have a Bad Kitty story.
This is a direct reference to the Bad Kitty stories by Nick Brule.
Which he sent me his original cover art sketch of one of his books, which is a story for
another
day. Story for another day, but Nick Brule is so cool. So cool.
Well, I need to hear this story on another day because I've definitely never heard it before.
I was going to say, I've definitely not told you, right?
Yeah.
My Bad Kitty fixation. Hold up. Okay, is that a pot on the floor or a Roomba? It looked like a Roomba.
I
What
say
if it's a
Roomba.
Roomba smoking pot?
Could be. His house does look very modern. I do like the TV.
Mm-hmm.
Now he can watch his Frank and the Celery movie on that TV. They ditched me. Come on, Junior. Worst case scenario, really? Really?
Yes.
Look at the little texture. Look at the house. What a cool house.
There lived a little boy named Aaron.
He's the drummer?
He will be, just like you.
The animation is so good. Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, how's Baba?
Like actually peak.
Baba's gonna
Oh, there's Dad. Never mind. I forgot he talks in this story too.
Oh, Baba! This is the best
I thought he just talked in the
You were
opening
so
part. I forgot.
sick.
Nothing a little rest and medicine.
What do you think about Baba's design as opposed to the other sheep?
Comes to animals, it's your father.
I prefer the other sheep.
Other, yes.
You know, that's
Looks a little odd.
Present.
I love Dad. Asparagus. Uh-oh.
I couldn't tell.
A drum?
A drum?
A drum?
I like how they wrapped it in like a mesh looking. What is that? Like there's a name for that.
And perhaps because it was a gift of love, or maybe
I can't
I know
remember.
what you're talking about.
with the drums when he played the animals dance.
Burlap.
Yeah. Breathe through the burlap.
I don't like how the camel is dancing. I
It's
don't-
too
I don't
early.
like
It's too early. My voices don't sound like the characters yet.
Why?
yeah, I don't like
No,
the
I
camel.
don't like.
The camel's freaking me out.
His legs are too skinny.
I
And
liked
Finn
him in
knows
Jonah.
freaking.
I liked him in Jonah, not so much in this movie. Look at the little drummer boy in the background from St. Nicholas.
What kind of bumps?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is a direct reference to the 2009 VeggieTales episode St. Nicholas, a story of joyful giving.
Making this the canonical sequel to St. Nicholas. Why was that P white?
A story of joyful giving.
That was Mr. Vegify. P was white. Mr. Vegify killed Junior's parents. What?
Yeah.
Whoa, looks like you guys are a tough crowd. The donkey has ear hair.
But his mom and dad were gone.
They're gone.
R.I.P.
Oh,
F in the
no.
chat.
He's a little bit upset.
In
He's
fact,
He's
guys,
not
comment.
too upset.
Right, yeah. In fact, guys, comment F in the comments below for Junior's parents.
Come on, F in the chest.
Pay your respects. Yeah, pay your respects.
Decided right then that he didn't want anything to do with anyone anymore.
Yeah, he seemed a little bit upset, but not terribly.
Right.
He kind of became resolved to just hate all people pretty fast. I guess that solved it for him. They made a playset off of this. Cute little playset.
Off of the burnt house.
Huh?
Off of the burnt house.
Oh, yes.
Man, I love that playset as a child.
They have like a
Does it
little
come
figurines.
with, does it come with
figurines
mom and dad asparagus corpses?
with like X's in their eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like an angry looking Junior toy.
Yeah.
I like Paul's beard. He looks like Grumpy from Lord of the Beans,
Yeah.
or as
Or
the cool kids say, Lord of the Beans.
pistachio guy. Or the
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
from Pistachio. What's his name? I forget.
Parcheesi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Caesar Augustus?
Oh yeah,
I think that is part cheesy, just with a different hat.
I do like how both of those
The Roman Empire. The Roman Empire. That's what guys are thinking about all the time, right?
I like how both this and St. Nicholas don't really look very Christmassy. You know, they kind of take place in like the desert, like a biblical episode.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love for there to be snow.
Y'all talk for a second. I'm still here, but I have to mute for a moment.
Okay.
There he goes.
I think it's been a second already, hasn't it, Peter?
Yes. Where are you, Finn?
Wow.
I'm back. I was trying to get my dog to come in here with me. Come on,
The crusty Scottish one.
No, different dog actually. I'm at my dad's.
Good.
And the only thing better or tastier than lots and lots of milk is lots and lots of chocolate.
Lots and lots of chocolate.
Chocolate shit.
I really love that part. I feel like Drummer Boy is an episode that people kind of forget about, but nobody dislikes.
Yeah.
Milk and chocolate milk.
And chocolate milk.
His mustache is very oily. No.
I would love. Wait. What'd you say about the mustache?
His mustache is very oily.
I'd love to see Nezzer all oily.
Oh, no, please.
My money don't jiggle jiggle. I like that shot of his hat burning and falling off. Very wacky. Also, a Nezzer Lunt pairing in the 2010s. What?
Yeah.
How cool.
What do you get when you cross a Roman emperor with the head of
I love the joke he makes later about taxes. What do you call a guy who doesn't pay his taxes? Bernie!
Bernie!
Don't tell the Romans. They don't like that joke, or they don't have a sense of humor. Oh, my dog is licking my hand.
That's nice.
It is. Hi, dog.
Okay, so Finn here in 2025. There's a bit here I muted, but normally when I mute, I just mute. I just cut that bit and mute it. So if you're watching the show with the commentary, it doesn't fall out of sync, and all you have to do is just watch the show without us talking for however long I mute. Usually not too long. This one is a little over a minute, but it falls over Treasure to Behold, part of Treasure to Behold. And I went ahead and found the audio to that and spliced it back in here, and I want to talk about it because I really, really like that song. I love that Mr. Lunt high note. I like when he goes, ah! But yeah, I don't know what genre of music that would be classified as. You know, like the freaking guy playing the flute with the turban and the snake rising up. Like desert sand music. I know that isn't the proper term, but whatever. Kurt and Phil crushed it here. They made a fantastic song out of that genre. But yeah, no, generally if I mute something, there are a myriad of reasons why I might mute. It could be a joke that didn't feel, like a thing we needed in the commentary. Nothing too diabolical, but generally, Kev would make a freaky joke here and there. And then, inaccurate information every now and then, but usually not pertaining to VeggieTales. We're pretty good at knowing what we're talking about VeggieTales-wise. Sometimes just personal, nothing inappropriate, but personal, like, things that are kind of not really the business of anyone but us, little personal conversations that don't really belong in a fan commentary. Myriad of reasons I might mute a thing, but Treasure to Behold was worth talking about.
Criminally underrated music. I love this number. I don't understand why some of these songs don't get it. Peter, you've seen every episode, right?
Not yet.
Which ones have you not seen?
Let's see. What's trying to remember here?
You've seen this one, right?
I think.
I don't want to be around those people. I don't want to be around.
Oh, my dog is so cute.
There's
So cute. So cute. Oh, what a baby. I won't have to be around Anyone? I just said that. That joke reminds me of the joke from the Lyle Dollywood show where he goes,
Yeah.
that goes against the code of the Vikings. You can say that again.
Say that again.
Code of the Vikings. It does feel like a Mr. What joke to make. Someone in the comments was like, oh my gosh, they did the obvious joke they missed, and someone else was like, yeah, but it seems in line with one. You know, it kind of seems like a joke he'd make. Swinging shiny shekels.
I really want to see the Rack Shack and Benny one.
Me too. I am currently swinging shiny shekels uncontrolled. Are you, Kev?
Yes. Who up swinging their shiny shekels? Who up swinging their shiny shekels?
Uncontrolled.
Yeah.
Which animal do you think looks best? I feel like the donkey's pretty cute.
I think you look best because you're my animal.
And I like the wow, okay.
Funky, probably.
That was freaky. I do like the camel.
And Finn knows freaky.
It's just, I don't know. It feels different. That is Reginald, right? But doesn't Reginald look a little different than he did in Jonah?
Reginald has a monocle and like different texturing.
So it isn't technically Reginald. But it's the Reginald model.
Yeah. It's the hoo-hoo equivalent to Reginald.
I mean, we might as well see what happens next.
I like, they did this like, what was it? Parent Trap? Or Princess Diaries? Princess Diaries.
What do you call the person who hangs out
I think that was the reference, wasn't it?
I don't know, but that would make this the canonical sequel.
To the Princess Diaries.
Yeah.
No, but like, Princess Diaries had the grandpa, I think it was a grandpa.
I haven't seen it.
Reading a book to a kid, and the kid would, he'd stop halfway through, and the kid would be like, you know, oh, well, you don't need to stop now. And he was like, I thought you didn't want to hear it. And he was like, well, I don't really, but just one more page. The camel's ankles, he needs to
have to pay his taxes. Bernie!
The camel looks weird to me.
That was a good one, Junior. His legs are scaring me. They don't have senses of humor. My dog is going hog on my hand. I don't know why. Are you good? Are you good? She's gonna eat my hand off. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, that's enough of that. You're being weird. Weird dog. Hey, it's the little clip that plays before they ask you if you want to watch it in widescreen or full screen.
Yeah.
Maybe you know that, maybe you don't.
I do.
The guy with the flies.
Peter doesn't because he's a fake fan.
Peter, who is your favorite vegetable character?
That's tough. Nether.
Nether, valid. I love Nether. Meh, wee, meh.
Oh, no, they're speaking French.
Doesn't this
speaking this cursed language?
Doesn't part of their act play before the special features menu or something like that?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I think just the bay, wee, meh, wee,
yeah.
Meh, wee. The VeggieTales show in a nutshell. He's going to set himself on fire, isn't he? Come on, Lon, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
you fool. He's not even juggling.
He's just throwing them.
No, wait.
Well, RP.
No, wait.
No, he's still alive.
Imagine if he didn't show up after that.
Anybody? At least a couple bucks for some ointment?
I feel like that was a pretty entertaining show for them not to give money. I mean, they just watched him sit on.
Yeah.
Witty musings. I like that. And the brick wall, the stand-up comedy brick wall. Nice.
Camera. Just say fees.
Fees.
Get it? Who would tell a tax joke?
Jimmy's hat looks like the outside like torches you can have in your backyard, like the lid you put on those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Camel.
What's a North Pole?
Was that Leslie?
Oh, that's brown and sticky.
Maybe.
No, a stick.
A stick.
You know, you guys are a really forgiving audience.
Brown and
Last time I
sticky.
told that
A
joke,
stick.
They threw a slushie at me.
Oh my gosh, they're purple. I forgot they're
Purple.
Yeah.
I love that. They look just like they did in Josh.
You, Bernie. Isn't he funny?
How cool.
Nothing like a little
I wonder if Hoo would decide on that stuff, or if VeggieTales or Big Idea would say, hey, make the slushy purple and, you know,
I guess so.
make it this shade of purple. I'm sure there was a lot of direction from Big Idea, who just handled the technicalities.
Don't smile.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't smile?
I don't smile.
Everybody smiles. I'm smiling right now.
Don't. Not for people anyway. I only smile.
Come
for
on,
my
Junior.
friends.
Junior is racist towards people.
True.
Took all that
I had
when they nabbed
my mom and dad.
Mm.
He couldn't say killed, he said nabbed.
Yeah.
VeggieTales cannot say killed, except they do say killed actually multiple times. I almost died, and we still
I
haven't
wouldn't-
found out our lesson. Without you, another good song, really good song.
Oh no, not the camel.
his legs are scared.
Starting
His,
to get
his
scared of
ankles.
him.
His ankles. Look at his ankles. Oh, cute. And they brought Samson and Baba and Joshua all back in the VeggieTales show, or at least the same models. All
Yeah.
made a cameo. I like that. Not to run. I will say,
Oh.
they never really got hair texture down.
Yeah.
They are through. But they didn't really need to, because VeggieTales has a very Play-Doh-y look to it almost.
Let me hear that big trombone.
I really like that part. I love that. It feels very Jimmy. Jimmy would play a big trombone.
Yeah.
Telling you that ain't my style, cause I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you, without my donkey or camel too. I do think this is a
Now,
pretty
if you look in the
underrated special.
credits, yeah, if you look in the credits, this song, it's not YOU. It's I Can't Smile Without EWE. Get it?
Yeah, I love that. I didn't get that till a few years ago.
Mhm.
I do like this one a lot. I know I've said that about all of them, but it makes me happy. Every time I watch a good old episode like this, it makes me smile, you know? Oh, he's catching all that money. He's good.
Oh,
Did he say that's my best friend?
Yeah.
I don't remember that. It's actually really funny.
Yeah.
Junior has shown absolutely no interest in being Jimmy's friend. He seems to disdain him. Every time Jimmy talks or says anything, Junior kind of blows him off. And now he's his best friend. That's my best friend. I bet Jimmy says that about everyone. Or Bernie. Come on, Junior. He didn't have to go do that. He really didn't have to do that. Oscar! Oscar the Polish caterer with the food.
Join our veggie friends at their annual Christmas party.
What do y'all think about them making the album song a silly song? I personally love it. I think it's nice.
I like it, yeah.
that's good.
I'm really glad that they re-recorded it, of course.
I'm so hungry.
Yeah, because originally they were going to go with the 1996 track.
I think they were, yeah. Which would have been kind of weird.
And then they realized, man, this sounds so different from what we're doing now.
Yeah, it does. VeggieTales in the 2010s, they actually did a lot to reference the 90s. I mean,
Yeah.
think about Sonny's Bakery and Mary Larry, right, is a good example. Bringing the Peach back for one episode, bringing George back for more episodes, making this a silly song from a 90s
We
album.
believe.
They did a
wonder-
lot to, keep it consistent and
Yeah.
self-referential, I guess would be the word for that.
I wonder why he looks like the Italian chef from Pizza Tower.
He does though. I asked Cobbler if Oscar was
Peppino.
also fine, and he said no. He said not really.
Really?
Yeah, I was really shocked by that.
Unexpected. Plot twist.
I know, I couldn't believe it.
It's Peppino
No,
spaghetti.
wrapped around meat.
I think it's because it's
Peppino
Polish.
spaghetti. Let me. You can pretend he's Italian, Polish, Italian. I mean, come on. Is there
Yeah,
really
we
a
need to ask
difference?
Cobbler now if he would be
Russian,
fine if he
French.
was Italian.
It's cabbage wrapped around meat.
Polish is good too. though. Polish is- Also, I'm joking. I don't actually think all accents are the same. Top with the.
I do,
What's Christmas?
because I'm a raging racist.
Britophobe.
Yeah.
Now, what is
I'm a bigoted
paprika?
Britophobe.
Stuffed with meat.
I see. Why was he doing the Riz face at Oscar? I see. Never
I mean,
even-
who wouldn't?
I feel like Archibald was trying to hit there. I love that. I love the way his hat jumped, eyes crossed. I'm gonna keep saying this. I feel like it probably drives you all crazy, but like 2010's VeggieTales is good stuff.
It's pretty much
Yeah.
meat.
Some of it, for sure.
This one is. You like this one? This whole episode?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which ones do you not like? I'm so curious, Kev.
I mean, definitely Sweet Pea. I'm not super fond of Mary Larry.
Something in the meat phase? Actually, it's a delightful pastry with a thin flaky crust.
How about like Penniless? You like Penniless?
Yeah, I can watch Penniless. The imagination sequence sort of makes me cringe, but
Yeah,
aside
same.
from that,
Larry's spin was nice. How
Popstar-
he jumped up and spun. Popstar, yeah. What do you think about Popstar? I like Popstar.
Popstar I would have to watch again, but it's okay.
The thing I liked about Popstar, they would do these little jokes, that felt very, I feel like if you don't know what they're doing, they're like, oh, that's cringy. But I feel like they were trying to be like one of those like Disney teen movies because they would have the characters talk,
Yeah.
be like, we look the same. Why don't we give it a try? And like, I feel like they did that ironically, kind of. If you watch the show, it feels like they're kind of, I don't know. It feels almost like a satire of one of those Disney type made for TV movies where they're real girly and bubbly. So I like it for that. Before I thought they were just being unironic, but now when I watch it, I do kind of feel like they're maybe parodying that.
Would you grab Bob's Who's Cheekies?
Who's cheekies? Who's cheekies? Who's cheekies? Who's? I forgot about that. Who's cheekies? Who's
Yeah.
cheekies? The question we're all wondering. Someone sat on Bob's couch.
Look at him. He's just so happy. Oscar.
Oh, look at him. I love him. I like when he goes, "Hello, would you like to polka?"
Time to hear Oscar say.
Here it is. Anybody want to lick this food? Kev, you were the voice of Oscar for the ambiguous.
Yes, that's right.
Weren't you Oscar and I was Mr. Beats? And you were Larry, right? And I was Archie?
Escaping Jerusalem,
Yeah.
Or was it reversed?
fled back into the desert.
No, I was Larry.
Was I Archie? I was Archie, right?
I think so. Yeah.
The little harmonica. What's he playing? Was he playing God is Bigger? It almost sounded like God is Bigger for a second.
Wait, do you actually not know what song that was?
I couldn't tell.
That's Home on the Range.
Oh, I know Home on the Range. I couldn't tell for a second. Wipe that
Stupid.
slushy off your nose, Nezzer.
You're a silly head, Finn. A silly head.
Come on,
And your
Ginger.
face looks funny. Your face looks funny, Finn.
What?
Hear a discouraging word.
Yeah.
Did I just hear a discouraging
See?
word?
See?
No, I do know.
This is a
Home on the
direct
Range.
reference. This is a direct reference to the hit country song "Home on the Range,"
Where the
making
hero
this the
anthem
canonical
plays?
sequel.
to Home on the Range.
Yeah.
The Disney movie. Look at Bob with the beard.
Yeah.
Hear me
The
out.
goatee.
Archibald, look at that.
Kings. 3 kings.
And they brought that back in the best Christmas gift.
I wonder if they have it.
Yeah.
Isn't that strange? They brought back Larry's costume.
Actually,
Do you feel like they needed to change the wise men for the best Christmas gift?
They were wise men. The Bible tells us that
I don't know.
from the
Jimmy falling down the hill.
Yeah.
That was great. The last second. Ah! I love that.
Celebrate a very special event. The birth of Jesus.
That was great.
A very foist Christmas.
Voiced.
Boy, Jesus.
The voice of Jesus.
Boys.
Voiced Christmas.
Prophets had written that when the star
The
appeared
boy of the
in night,
boys.
the king
What if Paul Grape wasn't named Paul Grape? What if his name was Maul Grape, and instead of being Paul Grape, he was Maul Grape, and instead of being a man, he was a woman?
And Aaron, whose heart was
Whoa.
filled with unforgiveness, didn't even notice the
That
star.
that would be like
Unforgiveness.
really epic coolerness, dude.
Is unforgiveness a word? His heart was full of unforgiveness.
If Pa Grape says it is,
And I believe
it
it.
is.
Junior's attitude, he gets so much anger as the show goes on. Like, seeing the people cheering made him, it completely set him off. I don't think he raises his eyelids again until Baba gets yeeted. Nether pretending to be respectful. Luke Skywalker!
Magi,
I love that part.
Jedi.
Can I keep my sand speeder?
Probably not.
Little joke for all those, may the fork be with you. Please stop! Little joke for all the Star Wars fans out there.
Making this a direct sequel to Star Wars.
Exactly. Well, technically, it's a sequel to the Star Wars sequel. That was
true.
That was a gag that, actually, no, I take it back. I was gonna say, it feels strange in VeggieTales to have his eyes turn to coins, but his eyes turn to, dollar bill signs and pistachio.
Yeah.
I really like that visual.
Too much, Mer.
Too much sand speeder. Well, now what are we gonna do? We've got to get a move on.
Why the rush?
Well,
It's the perfect time for an evening.
Come on, y'all gotta talk too.
Perhaps a little dinner.
Little
So, did you hear the one about the police officer and the banana? Well, the police officer pulled over the banana, and the banana said, "Egads, I'd better split."
Comedy.
Oh boy!
That-
Oh boy! Oh
that
boy!
is-
Oh golly! Oh gee! Oh mercy me!
Oh my
What's the best?
yes. That
will
deserves,
occur.
that joke deserves a 10 out of 10.
Does. Oh, Kev Messick, that was a
No, it
very
needs a
funny
15 out of
joke.
10.
I really think that you should pursue a career in telling these jokes to the masses, because these jokes are, well, as they say, very funny.
I don't think my
Thank you. I will start going to Catholic churches and telling them jokes when it
Catholic
is time for
churches.
mass.
Wait,
Yes,
so,
because they have
Yeah,
masses.
the
wait, so will
Catholic
I
comedian.
see? Wait, so does that mean you'll come to my Catholic church?
The camel looked
Yes.
absolutely appalled.
Okay.
The camel could not believe his ears.
I think we left the campfire going back at our camp. Can you help me put it out?
That delivery was not suspicious at all. Not even a little bit.
I'll make you a deal.
Did they put him to sleep? They didn't need to bring Joshua back. Joshua could have been sold. He could have been sold. That would have been okay.
Seems your camel was in the right place at the right time.
Got him. Okay, to be fair, does Junior kind of deserve that
I'm not too
after what he did to Nezer?
Here's a little something for your trouble.
What do you think, in all seriousness?
I don't want your gold.
Maybe.
Anything to do with you.
I mean, he did throw coins at
We have to find
the
Joshua.
people.
It almost feels like Mr. Nezer is now getting, his money back. for all the
Nestor
money
probably
he lost.
should have just fired him
Good riddance.
Yeah,
and not
probably.
done anything more.
Probably, yeah.
Go back to the sand.
Go back to the sand. I can't do voices today. There they go, out over the hill. I feel like in the morning I can't do voices, and when I'm this congested I can't do voices, and when I don't feel like doing voices
Yeah.
I can't do voices.
Oh no! Where are they?
Where are who?
Baba? The Magi were following the star.
Oh, he's gotta find the Magi to get his camel back.
Joshua. Come on, guys.
No, the star will lead you to Jesus.
true.
Yes, that's actually true.
The Bible tells us the night Jesus was born.
Jesus' name is not Joshua, buddy.
Huh.
Do the laugh, Kev.
Actually, if you're looking at the original, the original name stuffs, like the, I don't know, how do I put this? Like Jesus' name was Yeshua, which is where Joshua also comes from.
Wait, really?
So his name kind of was Joshua, yeah.
Interesting. Fun fact, I did not know that. Kev, do the laugh, do the huh, because I can't do it right now. Actually, buddy.
Actually, dude.
I can't do it. I'm jealous. Joshua, uh-oh. Here's the funny part. I love this part.
Let's see.
And it was the
let's go.
camel.
I really love this part. Hey, look out! Out of the way! Bye-bye.
Finnegan, you are wicked.
We need to go back and watch that again.
Let's go. Rewind.
You're
Wow,
evil.
I love VeggieTales' sense of humor. Let's watch that again.
There, why? You'll be able to say, Baba. I've got to get inside.
I love that shot of the sheep just flying in the air.
You are vile.
Rip Baba. That might be the single funniest moment in any VeggieTales episode ever. that is peak comedy.
You evil thing.
They have never had a joke funnier than that.
Baba has been injured. You must save him.
What about when his parents freaking died, dude? That was
That was
really
tragic.
funny.
That was tragic because it didn't show like dead asparagus like flying through the air all limp.
Oh, true.
That would have been very funny.
Yeah.
Imagine if instead of Baba, it was dead asparagus gets hit by the car. It just limp.
Then you would be crying.
Just a limp dead asparagus and like an unenthusiastic whoa.
Finn.
Look at the sheep's mouth. Why did it look like that? It looked like it looked like a Jimmy Neutron mouth. It looked like a Sheen too sour. Pum 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 pum. Pum 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 pum.
The Wiggles cover was better.
I disagree. On
Have you
principle.
heard it?
No, but on principle, I disagree.
Have you heard it?
I disagree
Well, you need
on
to-
principle. That is
You
Jerry
needing
at the
to
white, right?
hearing it first, buddy. Huh.
I like how they don't really show Jerry. He's in the white, but they won't show him. They showed him walking in the desert earlier, but they won't show him here. Mary and Joseph look
Okay,
nice.
we do need to listen to it when this is done. I think you'd like it.
The Wiggles do sing good. They have very nice voices.
He was filled with joy.
Actually, dude. It had the freaking Greg Page.
True. Greg Page is pretty cool. Now I'm confused here. Junior does not know that that is Jesus, right? He doesn't know he's like
Right.
the savior.
I don't think so.
In The Best Christmas Gift, he didn't really feel anything until he knew it was Jesus. Is he just moved by the Spirit without knowing why? Because, like, his sheep is dead and his parents are dead,
I
as far as
guess.
he knows, and now he's very happy because of a baby, but he
Oh,
doesn't
he's
know.
alive. Wait, they're alive?
Like, why did him seeing a baby and playing the drums make him feel okay after all that if he doesn't know it's Jesus? Unless it's like the whole thing is like he's so close to Jesus, he doesn't even know it, but he's still feeling it.
Baba's hurt. Do you think you can help him?
I guess it's kind of like a he's
I'm gonna be honest.
in the spirit.
We'll patch him up.
I'm gonna be honest. I had completely forgotten that his parents were alive.
You forgot?
Thank
Yeah,
I remembered.
and I just watched
at
this
Baba.
last Christmas too.
Did you really? Dang.
Yeah,
How did you forget?
I have no idea.
This is a great episode.
And as Aaron looked at
Yeah.
It has its flaws,
he thought it
but
was
it is really, really good overall.
sight he had ever seen.
You know, whenever I finish the episode, oh, I like that transition. When I finish the episode,
That's clean.
you know what I say?
Given to him on that
I
What?
say,
Christmas
I say,
morning.
oh my, that was delicious, huh?
Isn't it
True.
because God forgives us, we can forgive others?
So cozy here, so cozy. So Paul Grape is Junior's canonical grandpa.
Like me when I'm in your arms.
Oh, this happened, right? Actually happened canonically. Junior and Paul here.
I
Oh.
guess.
So do they call Paul Grandpa even if he isn't their grandpa? Do they just kind of call him Grandpa?
Maybe. I mean,
that's kind of cute.
I've seen
He's a-
people do that.
He's a family friend of Dad and Mom Asparagus, and they just
yeah.
kind of call him Grandpa.
Yeah.
That's cute too. When Junior joins
Like
in.
I know people who do that with my parents. They'll call them aunt and uncle.
Yeah, I mean my great aunt and uncle, we call them Grandma and Pop.
I forgive you guys. Forgive us? For what? You know, for ditching me and going caroling without me.
I really appreciate the
Rang the doorbell.
individual. I feel like I'm doing a lot of Barack Obama talking today. I really appreciate the different mouth designs that VeggieTales have. I like the French peas mouths being kind of sideways. I like Junior kind of talking from the side of his face too.
You too.
Bob doesn't really have a specific mouth.
Yeah.
I think it's really just Junior, Archie, and the peas have distinct mouths.
Unless it's like 2004, then Bob has a very distinct mouth. It's like
know,
it's his talking belly button.
I love you, Grandpa.
I love you too.
I wasn't recording.
For some hot chocolate.
You're
Kidding.
lying. I can see it.
Kidding.
You liar.
Did you all see that glitch, or was it just me?
Yes, I saw
I
it.
did too. Yeah.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just allergic to no kitty.
Huh? That might be Percy's last episode here until the Phil and Mike show.
Yeah.
Phil said that
the numbers.
they just didn't write him as much.
I've been crunching the numbers. I'm just allergic to your new kitty.
Written by Mike Naraki and Mark Steele, based on the original story by... Oh, I missed it. Kurt Heineke! Kurt Heineke! Explains why the music is so good. Okay, weird how Junior and Aaron were not... How Aaron was not said to be Junior there.
Right.
It didn't have the little parentheses is what I'm trying to say. I love whenever people do like animal noises and get credited as voice actors. They should, by all means. It's just funny to me.
Alright.
Like Perry the Platypus's voice actor. They're like, the voice of Perry the Platypus, and all he does is... Which is iconic. That noise is iconic, so he should get credited. But it's kind of funny to imagine him going to a convention and they're like, do the voice, and he's like... Did my pick up? Can you all hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
I can't do it.
Nope, I cannot do it.
In my drum, wham pum pum pum. Ron Smith smiled at me. Pum 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 pum. Chris
I would be so
Munson
happy.
kept time. Pum 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 pum. Mark Camelback and Joe Ellen Brown and Susan Sue, Yanni Chung, Timothy Scullard, Bill Boyce,
I eated
Martin
the
Holson.
cheeseburger and it was really good.
What about the Pop-Tart, dude?
I even eating the Pop-Tart too, and it was really good.
I keep
What
hearing about
flavor?
like a big recast of the company in 2010, but I see a lot of the same names in the 2010s as I did the 2000s. It makes me wonder if they were laid off from being full time but still worked on the show. 'Cause,
Wait,
like,
what flavor?
Well,
of
yeah, they were
Pop-Tart?
freelance.
that would make sense. Like Tim Hodge, I guess.
I want to know which flavor of Pop-Tart.
A what?
The
Which-
freaking yummy flavor, dude.
Yeah, the yummy flavor.
Alright.
What child is this who lays to rest on Mary's lap? Is sleeping. We didn't sing the What We've Learned song, so I'm going to sing it for us. And so what we have learned applies to our lives today. And God has a lot to say in his book. You see, we know that God's word is for everyone. And now that our song is done, we'll take a look. Very good, parents. Blue Peter, what did you think of Little Drummer Boy?
Good episode.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I especially
Based
love the
episode,
part.
as the kids say.
Especially
Based.
love the part where Bubba gets hit by the carrot.
Me too, man. That was fun. Thank you, Peter, for joining. Thank you,
Hey,
Kev,
thank you.
for being here again because you're my co-host. And
Oh, my
do you want-
pleasure.
do you want to do Robin Good, Kevin?
Can I run to the bathroom first?
To the bathroom, dude. I got you. I'm gonna do that too.
Can I running to the potty first?